Hello everyone, it's Elijah and Manny, and today we are gonna talk about WWE. Yep. So let's talk about WrestleMania. We already have four title matches. We got Bianca and Io reassigned the contract on Monday, but she cannot be in the match, sadly. Yep. I would love to see a triple threat match, but I don't think Adam Pearce is going to do it as of right now. If he gets more trouble out of Rhea and she is still begging, yeah, he'll definitely accept it and do a triple threat. I would love to see a triple threat. They're the biggest women superstars in the WWE so far on the main roster. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair. I've been hearing some boos from Bianca. Yeah. These three were in War Games together last year. Yep. 2024 Survivor Series War Games against Nia, Liv, Candice, Tiffy Time, who is no longer with Nia and Candice. Yep. Raquel, of course. And Raquel. And now, in the other team, it was Rhea, Bianca, Naomi, Bailey, and who was the last one? Or was that all five, I think? It was Bianca, Rhea, Io, Bailey, and whatever, Naomi. And now Rhea, Bianca, and Io are now possible chance it will be a triple threat match. Yep. We also got Jey Uso going against Gunther at WrestleMania. Yep, after he came off winning the Royal Rumble, the last two, John Cena and Jey Uso, I thought it was John Cena. Yep, but no, it was Jey Uso to pull off the win at the Rumble. But at least John got to win the Elimination Chamber. But now we don't have babyface. We have heel John Cena, which is... Yep. I'm not a big fan. I like baby faces more than heels. The heels are very, very cool. Yeah. But I like baby faces. I like the good guys. Yeah, just like Cody Rhodes. Yep, our personal favorite. He's our favorite wrestler. Yep. Also, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins are going to talk tonight. Yep. I'm hoping they make a match at WrestleMania. Now that should definitely be the main event for night one. If it's not that match, then it's definitely Jey Uso and Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. But that is going to be a great match. Is there a possible chance Paul Heyman goes with CM Punk? Or does Paul Heyman betray CM Punk from his favor? Because I don't know his favor. Nobody knows. Well, it's only between Paul Heyman and CM Punk. I don't know. I think his favor is to put him into a main event match. Yep. But who knows what the favor is. Plus, also the WWE Women's Championship between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. Now, I know that's a good match. Tiffy Time versus the Queen. The Queen's first championship match in a long time. Yep. Since WrestleMania 39 when she faced Rhea. Yep. That's the last time match I remember. Last time match I remember is SummerSlam 2023 for the WWE Women's Championship between Asuka, Bianca, and it was her. And now she's facing one of the newest stars in WWE, Tiffany Stratton, one of the hottest stars in WWE so far. Yep. And I'm hoping Tiffy Time continues that championship run, but it's Charlotte Flair. What do you expect? You're gonna get your butt kicked by Charlotte. But there's this one match I'm hoping Nick Aldis could pull in, like Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green. That would be a great match. I know Chelsea Green, it's been a great run, but soon it's gonna be your time is up. I know we did see a few Fridays ago Alba Fire joined forces with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, and now Alba Fire and Piper Niven are now Chelsea Green's little Secret Service partners. Yep. Make sure she hangs on to that championship belt. Is there a possible chance we get a title match between Zelina Vega and Chelsea Green, and maybe one of the shortest women's wrestlers in the WWE right now? Could she possibly pull it off and win a championship? Her first singles championship, let's say. Not tag team and not the Queen of the Ring, because the Queen of the Ring is not a championship. Yep. Tag team is with another person. Can Zelina get it all by herself? Because she's done it plenty of times, but lost. Yeah, she done it to Liv Morgan. She lost. Rhea Ripley lost. but she's looking for a title
Yes.
that she wants. She was gone from the LWO.
Yep.
Got moved to SmackDown.
Yeah, but I think there is a very, very bright future for Zelina Vega, and I'm hoping she wins a United States Championship. But as you know, WrestleMania is the time where champions lose their titles. Like Gunther, possible chance he's gonna lose it. 258 days is nice. Well, he will be at 258 days by WrestleMania. It's a nice little long run, but I think it's main event time. Main event Jey Uso's time.
Yeah.
Yeet. I'm hoping he wins that title, and I'm hoping for a long run with him. If it's not as long, then oh well. Because it needs to be better than an Intercontinental Championship run.
Yeah, but I want to talk about the SmackDown Tag Team Division. That's going good.
Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns, Los Garza, Street Profits, DIY, and Pretty Deadly. Man, this SmackDown Tag Team Division is stacked.
Yeah.
And our current champions right now is the Street Profits, Montez Ford, and Angelo Dawkins.
Yep. After the Street Profits pulled it off last week in Barcelona. Amazing.
What an amazing win. I thought DIY may have it till WrestleMania, but it's Profits time. They want the smoke, so they gave them the smoke and put them down and got those championships, which they have not won a championship since like 2019, 2020, what I'm hearing. But it's great to see the Profits on top now in the tag team division. I know these other tag teams are looking to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe they might win a title match if they have to defend it, but I know their number one contenders are Pretty Deadly.
Yeah. Kit Wilson and Elton Prince.
Yep.
They won twice. And I thought DIY was going to win last week, but they couldn't pull it off. Johnny Gargano accidentally kicked Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, I remember before DIY turned heel during that title match between the Motor City Machine Guns, I thought Johnny was about to turn on Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
And Johnny just goes on his own, but he decides to stay with him, turns heel, and turns on his buddy Alex Shelley.
And Chris Sabin.
Which is, I know the Motor City Machine Guns definitely want those titles back. They couldn't do it at the Royal Rumble. If we do get a ladder match for those tag team titles, you never know what could happen. Maybe the Motor City Machine Guns come up on top, but I think Street Profits, they got a way longer run with those titles. And maybe our next champions could be Pretty Deadly, Los Garza.
But I don't see Los Garza, Angel Umberto winning that. They're really good.
Very athletic.
Especially Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, mostly Motor City Machine Guns.
Yep. What a great tag team are. I'm glad Triple H brought them in to WWE because they are very, very entertaining. Yep. I would love to see them as tag team champions. So again, I don't think they got a long enough run. It was pretty short, but I'm soon another day they will win those tag team titles back. But you never know with this tag division, someone's gonna win. And I think every team that has tried to fight each other for the tag team title, I think each team will win it. But it might take a few months for them to do that. Los Garza might win it. I don't think they're that good enough to win a tag team title. I say Pretty Deadly could win it.
But Santos Escobar would love to see Los Garza bring the tag team titles to Legado Fantasma.
But the one question for Santos, can you even win the United States Championship? Because we know for sure he's not winning the Undisputed Championship. Speaking of which, back to WrestleMania, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, one of the biggest WrestleMania main events between Cody Rhodes and John Cena.
Yeah. I thought, I was going to say, at the Elimination Chamber, John Cena won. I thought this was going to be a great match. I thought this was going to be a friendly match.
A nice little babyface match.
But when John Cena turned heel, I was like, never mind. Cody Rhodes is going to win. He's going to retain the title. And you're going to hear a ring announcer say, and still, the WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes.
But I think John Cena is gonna beat Cody Rhodes. He's got The Rock by his side because he just sold his soul.
Yeah, he sold his soul because The Rock wanted it. If Cody said yes, that means he could have low blow John Cena and he would have turned heel.
Yep. Well, let's just say someone had to be heel for that title match. So, it is John Cena. He is our heel for this title match. Maybe he wins the title and has a little run with it. But I think my prediction, if John Cena won it, I think he will lose it to either Randy Orton or Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Maybe one of those two he will probably lose it to. Is Randy Orton title capable or... But I think Drew McIntyre definitely deserves a chance to win a title.
But speaking of Drew, I'm hoping a match with him between Damian Priest. That's a match I'm hoping.
Yeah, because they're going through a bit of a rivalry, and it's been kind of going on since last year. If you go way back to WrestleMania, Damian Priest cashed in his Money in the Bank contract after Drew McIntyre just beat Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Cash in, and Damian Priest was your new World Heavyweight Champion. Next is, I think, Clash in the Castle.
Yeah, where he faced Damian Priest and CM Punk screwed McIntyre in his home country of Scotland.
Yeah, I don't like Drew McIntyre, but I kind of felt bad that he lost in his home country. It feels like every wrestler cannot win in their home country.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of feels like. It kind of makes me kind of mad. Like, let them win in their home country, but...
Yeah. But,
oh well.
Alba Fire and Isla Dawn could win in their home country. Not even Piper Niven.
Well, Bailey was the champion. She still had a way longer run at Clash at the Castle when she faced Piper Niven. Piper Niven's not really that good.
Yeah.
Her size could definitely do it, but she's not that good.
But Sami Zayn could win in his own country.
Yep, he can. In Canada, Kevin Owens won in his home country at the Elimination Chamber in that unsanctioned match between Sami Zayn, which was brutal.
Yep. But next person I want to talk about is Jade Cargill. She returned to the Elimination Chamber right when the Women's Elimination Chamber started. Come out to start off the match and attack Naomi.
So we all know that Naomi was our mystery attacker. In my opinion, I thought it was probably Bailey because of how Bianca and Jade treated her. So I thought it was Bailey. And I didn't think it was going to be Naomi, but Naomi was jealous because because Jade Cargill got to become more great under Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
And while Naomi, according to her, was just sent to the side fighting on her own.
Yeah.
When one thing is, you three fought at WrestleMania 40 against Damage Control. Y'all were the big three against Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, and Asuka.
Yep.
And I don't know what happened, but oh wow.
I loved Naomi. Ever since I watched WWE, I thought she was a great wrestler, but really, you had to do that to your own girl that you tagged with at WrestleMania 40 last year against Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane.
But it is what it is, but I'm excited for that match, definitely. One match I do want to see at WrestleMania is Randy Orton and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
I've been watching people doing like predictions. One prediction that really satisfied me was the punt kick versus the pile driver.
Yeah.
So like whoever hits that move first wins. Yeah. Randy Orton has tried to bring that back, but sadly he has been stopped by security. Which is the one thing I hate, is that security comes out. It's supposed to be wrestling. Let them fight.
Yeah. When Vince McMahon was in WWE, he'll let them do that, but now that Triple H is now the chief content of WWE,
the chief content officer. Some people have been saying he's doing a bad job. In my opinion, I think he is doing a very, very, very good job. I know that's gonna be kind of glazing, but he's doing a good job as chief content officer. I hope he's doing it for a while. I don't know who he would pass it on to once he retires, but we all know he's in the Hall of Fame now, which is great. The game, I don't want to say that. the King of Kings thing, because I don't believe that.
No.
But
And also, Penta, he wants to try to go after Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship.
Braun Breaker has had a nice run. I'm still not happy that he beat Jey Uso to get it back, and Jey Uso only had it for 4 weeks when he had the IC title. But I think it's time for Braun Breaker to drop it.
Yeah.
Penta, it's Penta's time.
Yeah, but I don't know where Sheamus has been.
Yeah, I think Sheamus wins it down the line this year. Maybe closer to the end of the year, he loses to maybe Sheamus. Maybe
Yeah.
at SummerSlam or Clash in Paris.
Yeah.
But I know Penta's gonna probably have a long run if he wins that title. It is the Penta era, and I know a bunch of people are trying to go after that Intercontinental Championship.
Like, let's see, LA Knight. He's the United States champion who took that title over Shinsuke.
Yep.
Because Shinsuke would just always be standing back saying, I'm the U.S. champion.
Exactly. He just did it once. He beat LA Knight the first time. The second time, LA Knight beat him. He did nothing. He was a terrible champion. He came out for the Royal Rumble, eliminated in the Royal Rumble, did nothing.
Well,
so I think it was a good decision for him to not have that title anymore. I love Shinsuke. I don't think he should be released, is what I'm hearing rumors about.
Yeah.
I think he should stay.
Yeah.
But
Shinsuke should stay. But I see Jimmy Uso can be a U.S. champ.
I don't say he went to that WrestleMania. LA Knight still gets a longer run.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy Uso and what's his name, LA Knight, have a little feud until like maybe Money in the Bank Backlash.
Yeah.
LA Knight is probably gonna have a longer run this time with the U.S. title. Big Jim, you're probably gonna have to be heel for a little bit because that's LA Knight, everyone's favorite WWE superstar. So
The famous guy on SmackDown. You also got The Miz.
maybe I would love to see Miz win a title. I know nobody in WWE wants to because everyone hates Miz. We're from Ohio, so I personally love Miz.
Yeah, Miz is a good wrestler. I didn't like when he portrayed R-Truth.
Yeah,
Is one thing.
That was pretty cool to watch when he. That was the inclusion of not Judgment Day. What's her name? Awesome Truth.
Yeah, they were a great tag team. Everyone loved Miz, and now he's back to heel.
But what the one wrestler I really need to see as a champion is Carmelo Hayes. I'm not a big fan of him because he's a heel, of course, but I like his style of just working. How he works in between those ropes. He is a very athletic wrestler. Future champion. I need to see him as a champ. Maybe he beats Jimmy Uso one day for the U.S. title if Jimmy can win it. But I think it's going to be LA Knight and Big Jim at the WrestleMania.
Yeah. But the one match I want is Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu.
In Extreme Rules. Or maybe Hell in a Cell. Maybe Steel Cage match. That will be a one heck of a match.
Yeah. Between Jacob and Braun.
Two most destructive men in the WWE.
Two amazing men in WWE. And they're going at it tonight on SmackDown in Italy.
Yep. Which is, as y'all know, if you are a WWE fan, they are doing their road to WrestleMania in Europe.
Yep.
Which is going to be pretty cool to watch. And hear all the fans from Europe do their little thing and chants and singings. Yep. Yeah. Well, that's everything we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Yep.
And we will see you in the next video.
See you later.